Peace and welcome back to original content. It's me, O.G.B.O CracBaby, and it's that they fiend for. Today I want to talk about my brother. I have, 3 brothers. I have a sister. We were not raised together. I, at around 3, went to live with my grandmother. But God has gifted me with an awesome memory. I can recall events as early as 2. And I have no reason to lie, about that. But my brother, my baby brother, Rico. My mother, why I do not know, but she named all of her children first names with an R. Rico is the baby boy. Him and I never lived together to my knowledge. But I remember when he was born, but not so much when he was born. I remember when he was a baby. He lived across the street from me in Mosby. As the story was told to me that he went home with the lady who was a friend of my mother, and she raised him as her own. Her and her husband. But I remember going over there when he was a baby. He was still in Pampers. I remember when he was crawling. And all my life, pretty much, I would run into my brother. As fate would have it, we will always end up being in the same place at the same time. And it was nothing but the Creator. Example, I was living on North 25th Street in Churchill. And for those of you who are native or you lived in Richmond, Virginia, you know that's quite a distance from Mosby. The bottom side of Mosby, especially for a 8 or 9-year-old to be riding a bike in that area. But I will always run into him, and once I run into him and find out where he's living, I will always make a point to go get him. And we spend time together. I remember one time I went and got him in the summer, and we was given strict orders not to go to the swimming pool. Like I said, I had to be about 8, so that would have put him at around 6. And my brother is half Caucasian. So when I took him to the pool and he's out there in the sun made him damn near my complexion, so it was no way of lying about going to the pool. But we used to have great times together, I go get him and I take him back home on my bike. In later years, one time I was riding a bike and around the Samaraja area of Churchill, and I rolled past this little curly head light skinned boy. I said, damn, he looks like my brother. At this time I haven't seen him in maybe 6 or 7 years. So I turned around on my bike and I rolled up on him and I said, your name Rico? He's like, yeah. He didn't even recognize me. I said, I'm your brother. And that led to us spending the summer together. And that was the last summer we spent together as teenagers. And it didn't end well. I was staying with, at the time, I was staying with my aunt's boyfriend, who I regard as my uncle. They was together as far back as I could remember. And his sons I wasn't too fond of. And I tried to caution my brother about hanging with him. And at some point they got into it and they chased my brother, and they didn't double bank him, but I won't go into all that. I already called his name out, so I won't go into all that. But that summer didn't end well. But when I came home, I was able to get in contact with him maybe a month or so before I was released. And I found out that he was still in Mosby Court. So when I came home, that my first week home, I went to see my brother. And we pretty much kept in contact up until 2015, I want to say. At that time, he did something that is hard to forgive. I won't go into the details, but he crossed the line that he should not have crossed. He involved himself in a matter that did not concern him, but it was a matter concerning me and the mother of my children. And he told the mother of my children some things that I told him in private that should have stayed between us. And what he told her could have ruined our relationship. It could have destroyed my family. Which is why it's so difficult to forgive. But I miss him. He's married now, and I want to be a part of his life, and I want him to be a part of my children's lives, and I want to be a part of his son's life. But it's difficult. I've been hurt all my life by people I love. And I have a heart to forgive. But there's a difference when a person hurts you unintentionally and when a person does something that can only be looked at as being intentional. Those are two different things. And he done something that I can only see as intentional. And I asked him about it. Like, bro, what did you think you was gonna get from that? And all he could say was, well, I see her as like my sister, and so I told her and da-da-da-da, but all I'm hearing is, like your sister? I mean, your reasoning kind of cancels out everything that you're saying. Because if she's like your sister and that's why you told her, what does that say about me? I'm your brother. What does that say about us? Why would you do something like that to me? I would never do that to you. In fact, I had the opportunity to do something similar to him, and I didn't do it. because he's my brother. And I'm my brother's keeper. Listen, subscribe, share, comment, like, and pray for a brother. Peace.